Item: SCP-977. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Access to the SCP-977 site has been restricted on the basis of ongoing asbestos removal and renovation. The site is to be secured by guards in standard security company cover uniforms, with concealed armament. No fewer than 3 Foundation staff members are to be present on site at any time while research is being conducted. Personnel entering or leaving the building are required to don breathing masks and standard safety clothing to prevent suspicion. The security cameras already existent in the building have been modified to link to SCP Foundation servers. Footage is automatically backed up every 2 hours both to local hard drives and to off-site storage. Any developments are to be reported to Site Overseer Dr. Dart. Access to video recordings, research and logs may be granted by personnel with Level 4 security clearance or higher. Addendum. Following Incident 977-I1, all staff must be escorted by at least one other staff member or member of security personnel at all times while on the SCP-977 site. Failure to follow these procedures will result in reprimands, including, but are not limited to, demotion of security level, loss of privileges, and denial of leave. Object Class has been upgraded to Euclid. Description: SCP-977 is a warehouse located in an industrial district in. The warehouse was brought to the Foundation's attention after it was declared abandoned in, and reports of its unusual properties intercepted. The Foundation subsequently purchased the building, designating its site, and these reports were suppressed. Records state that the warehouse was constructed in and, prior to being purchased by the company, was owned by several companies including, redacted, spanning a period of years. However, numerous contradictions in the documentation recovered on these leases suggests that these operations were not functioning companies, and may have been cover operations for as yet unidentified Group S, or Individual S. SCP-977 is outwardly unremarkable and, aside from Foundation equipment and the security station, currently empty. Along with a single open storage space typical of a warehouse, the structure contains a number of white, irregular rooms and corridors, many of which are sunk below street level at varying depths, and are all characterized by unusual plateaus, varying ceiling heights and raised platforms. The security station can be accessed via a stairwell next to Docking Bay C. The monitors are divided into 2 groups of 18, designated Group 1 and Group 2. All monitors have black and white displays, and do not receive sound. Group 1 receives signals from an unidentified source, showing numerous unconscious persons, visible from the shoulders upwards, wearing identical unisex hospital gowns. These images cycle at 8-minute intervals, with a new image subject replacing the previous one. A cross-reference of these images has identified a total of redacted, unique faces at last count. Group 2 is receiving images of rooms and hallways that match the characteristics of the white rooms contained within the complex. However, while some of these images are verifiably originating from rooms within the warehouse itself, several others do not match the layout of any known room. The last 3 monitors in Group 2 are currently not receiving any signal. The station also features a console with a text-based command input running a unique operating system, the functionality and interface of which are yet to be fully determined. Investigations into the console's operation and the source of the unknown images are ongoing.